Hey, it's Marta here from Craftingnatura. Did you know you can create a jumper out of two big old pants? Well, here's how I do it. Start opening the pants, cutting the inner seams. After that, do the same with the seams of the crotch. Now, remove the waistband carefully, since you will be using it later. Lay your pieces flat because it's time to trace the pattern. You have here the measures you have to take. Then divide them in half, since the pattern is for half width of your body. I measured the length that I want it to be, and then, with the two right sides of the fabric facing each other, I cut the length. Now I'm tracing the hole of the sides and cutting it. You will end up with two pieces that are symmetrical, and if we just look at one of the pieces, half of it is the back part that is wider, and then the other half is the front part that is narrower. Sew the back with the right sides of the fabric touching. That's how it should look. Now try it on, and if it doesn't fit, like in my case, you should add a piece of fabric at each side. For that, you need to open the sides like I'm doing here. I'm using this denim fabric from another thrifted pants. I traced a triangular shape so that the skirt was more fitting. And then pin the denim triangles to each side of the jumper and sew. Ironing is optional, but it will give it a fancy touch. To emphasize more the curve of the skirt, I decided to sew together both sides of the upper part of the corduroy. Also, I think it creates a nice effect. You can leave the back more square, but I decided I wanted more of a triangular shape. So here's how I did that. While pinning the edges, you can do little cuts where the fabric is too tense. Sew along it. Cut a rectangle to make the straps from the leftover fabric. The width of the triangle is 2 times the width of your pleat strap plus the seam allowance. Pin the sides and fold it in half, then sew. Provisionally pin the strap so you can try your garment and fix it following your body shape. Hem the lower part of the skirt. Get back to your waistband and use it to finish the front part of your jumper. Decide whether or not you want the belt loops and sew them or take them off. For the pocket, I use the same denim pants and pin the pockets to later sew them. Add the buttons. I decided to use these pressure ones. The process is a bit tedious but totally doable following the instructions of your brand. This step is optional, but I decided to add elastic band in the back, so it shrinks a little. Lastly, adjust your stripes and sew them to the jumper. I stamped this as I was giving a second life to these fabrics. And you're done! Enjoy the before and after! Thanks for watching, I hope it was useful.